say heavy, I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Oh, I died, they gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. Man, I wanna you know what's up. You know what's up. You know pretend. You know the lie. You know the game. You know what's up.
Crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting like I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like
fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning. Cause I'm on a mission, put me in the game. Cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You in the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Y'all niggas talking, it ain't no discussion. You started out finish, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On second and very short, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, McLean. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, red blitz. Hey, 43, 15.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week isn't always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They go play action with Wilson. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Airing it deep for Fowler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Deontay Hardy back deep. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. There's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first-half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Airing it deep for Fowler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Yellow.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's more on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Let's go, D. Attack, attack.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll pitch it out here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So the 3 points there, CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. To try again after the sack. Wilson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. This is swung out to Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Eckler will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 20.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run on first down. McLean, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Broncos! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught by Fountain. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
43!
Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They go play action with Wilson. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Broncos, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the